Hi, I'm Heather Hocker, President and CEO of the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra, and this is Clef Notes. I'm excited to introduce you to our musicians, guest artists, and patrons who for 80 years have developed a love of music through your Lubbock Symphony here on the South Plains. On today's episode, I'm visiting with Julia Griffith, the Education Outreach Manager for the Lubbock Symphony. Julia, thanks for joining me on Clef Notes.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Julia, share with the audience exactly what you do as the Education Outreach Manager for the Lubbock Symphony.
Yeah, so I've been working in this position for about a year, and I oversee three main programs within the education programs. So there's the Teaching Artist Program, Chamber Music Outreach, and the Education Concerts.
So let's dive in a little bit. Let's talk about teaching artists and chamber concerts, and then we'll talk education. Give an overview of the teaching artists and chamber first.
Yeah, so we have a team of teaching artists, and they go into second grade classrooms throughout LISD, so Lubbock Independent School District. And right now we serve about half of the elementary schools within the district, and they supplement existing curriculum with music. And we actually are looking for more teaching artists as we speak, so if you're interested in this, feel free to email me at education@lubbocksymphony.org. And then we also have a chamber music program in which we have 4 chamber ensembles. So a brass quintet, string quartet, woodwind quintet, and then we have an art beat duo. And they go into elementary schools, secondary schools, assisted living facilities, all sorts of facilities throughout the community. And they play music for people and talk about their instruments and interact with everybody.
So if somebody would like a chamber ensemble to come play, they can also reach out to you.
Absolutely.
Either via email or they can call the symphony office. And
Definitely.
We'll give that number at the end of the show today. All right. So the big project that's forthcoming is the Fall Education Concert. Let's talk about that.
This year, our elementary education concert will take place on October 29th, and that's going to be at the Buddy Holly Hall. We have 2 sessions at 10:30 and 1 p.m. And this year, we're actually doing a collaboration with Ballet Lubbock, which is really, really exciting. And we're going to put on The Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra by Benjamin Britten. And we're also really excited to have LISD's Fine Arts Director, Cesar De Leon, be our MC this year.
That'll be great fun. So we'll have the symphony on stage as well as company dancers that will dance along with the music. And so the students, and you talk about elementary school, so specific grades that can attend this concert?
Yes. So our target grade is 5th grade. However, we are open to other grades if you feel so inclined, and especially for homeschool families, because we know it's difficult to leave people behind.
Right. And it's not just Lubbock Independent School District. It's all the school districts here on the South Plains that are invited to attend. So if you're a 5th grade teacher and you're listening to this, and would like to bring your students, definitely reach out and let's have that conversation. We think that would be great fun to have Buddy Holly Hall full at both the 10:30 and the 1 o'clock session. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so talk about how long the program is and start to finish as far as resources that you provide and all the logistics behind it.
Yeah, so each program is 45 minutes long and it contains educational elements. So you'll learn about the instruments, the instrument families, composer, the piece, the ballerinas, and then you'll get to see the whole production, which lasts about 18 minutes within that time frame. And if you RSVP for our event, and again, you can RSVP by reaching out to me, you'll receive education guidebooks, supplemental material to help prepare you for the event. And we have a digital teaching resource as well as music lessons.
Great. And that's all being distributed electronically now, correct? The resource guides?
The resource guides are,
books.
and then the guidebooks will be physical this year, actually. So you'll receive that at the concert.
At the concert. So each student will leave with one. And then the other incentive that we really encourage the students to do is they get a free ticket then to a symphony concert. So that's always a great attraction as well and is fun. So
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's shift gears and let's talk about the free family concert on Sunday, October 18th with the Lubbock Youth Orchestra and the education component that goes along with that free family concert.
Yeah, absolutely. So the free family concert will feature the Lubbock Youth Orchestras. And that'll be a longer program starting at 4 p.m. And then we actually have lobby activities starting at 3 p.m. So that's where you can go in. We have a conducting station where your kids can learn how to conduct. We'll have some face painting. We'll have instrument demos. We'll have a little story corner. And I'm really excited about that. I found a really cute book.
Oh.
But yeah, this year the program is Halloween themed. So we'll also have some Halloween decorations and stuff. And you can feel free to dress up. I know it's a little early to talk about Halloween, but
fall's going to be here before we know it.
Absolutely. It's coming up quick. So make sure to mark your calendars with that one.
Yes, for Sunday, October the 18th at Buddy Holly Hall. Beginning at 3 o'clock, the concert will begin at 4 with the Lubbock Youth Orchestras and their 3 orchestras. And it's just a great way for parents to expose their children of all ages to symphonic music and get to see other students on the stage.
Mm-hmm. And they're very talented students as well and hardworking.
They are. And the 3 orchestras that will play, I know we had Leon and she shared some of the repertoire previously. So we can go back and talk about that. But share with the audience what a typical day looks like for you, because you're juggling 3 different programs. And in addition to all that, you do work behind the scenes with our music director, David Cho, as far as setting stage plots and musicians. And so give a sneak peek to our audience what it looks like for you.
Yeah, and that's one thing I really enjoy about this position is that I never really have the same day twice in a row. I always have something different going on. And so basically, the main thing I do every day when I go in is first thing I check my emails and make coffee.
Priorities. We got to have our coffee.
But yeah, I just have this, several to-do lists that I make sure I check and get going with. But there are several components that I just make sure I get done, especially with the education concerts, planning the guidebooks, designing the lessons, creating the digital resource, things like that. And then especially for chamber ensembles, then I reach out to venues all across Lubbock to get them set up. It's a lot of communicating with people, a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls, but I enjoy it. And so some days are a little bit more reclusive in my office and some days are a little bit more social, but I really enjoy it all. And yeah, and then I even find myself doing random things like printing on envelopes to mail out and creating stage plots for all of the LSO shows going on at Buddy Holly Hall.
Exactly. Working behind the scenes to make sure our musicians are exactly where they need to be. So we've talked a lot about the education concert today. We're also looking at a 3-year rotation of concerts for the education programming. And the next one would be Peter and the Wolf.
Mm-hmm, correct.
So in the 27-28 school year, and then 28-29 will be the Carnival of Animals. Mm-hmm. So, and again, we're looking at that as a long-term collaboration with Ballet Lubbock for these next 3 years. Mm-hmm. And then let's fast forward to the January education concert and share with the audience what that looks like and what grades are targeted for that.
Yeah, so that one takes place on January 21st. I almost said 22nd. That was last year. January 21st. And this is our teen education concert. So that'll be grades 6 through 12. We typically host mostly music students, but anyone is welcome who's interested, of course. And this year we're going to be featuring Lubbock Symphony playing Brahms Double Concerto and Sibelius Symphony No. 2. So that'll be a really great program.
That will be a great program. And then the Lubbock Symphony will perform that Friday night on January 22nd. So that will be super fun. And again, teachers, families that might be interested can just reach out to the Lubbock Symphony for that. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Wonderful. Well, what's provided for the students that attend the January education concert, the teen concert?
So for the teen concert, it's pretty similar, although it'll be a little bit more elevated since most students at that point are a little bit more familiar with orchestras and music and stuff like that. But they'll also be provided with resources like a guidebook, and they'll also receive a voucher for a free ticket to an LSO show following that performance.
Perfect. And any sneak peek as to what we might be planning in 27-28? Are we still working on that? I think David's still working. I think the maestro's still trying to program some of that.
Yeah, I
Unless
have
you've
no
got
idea
something
what's
up
in
your
his
sleeve.
head, aside from Peter and the Wolf.
That's right. Peter, and I love Peter and the Wolf. You know, I think
That'd be so cute.
that'll be very entertaining. All right. Well, Julia, this was fast and furious. Thank
It was.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Just a quick reminder, if you go ahead and mark your calendar for Sunday, October 18th for the free family concert at Buddy Holly Hall. The doors will open at 3 p.m. and the concert will be at 4 p.m. that day. Thank you for joining me today. For season tickets, please call our box office at 806-762-1688. That number again is 806-762-1688. If you need more information about the education program, feel free to call that number as well. A special thank you to our producer, Rachel Boyd. You can find the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra on social media, and to purchase tickets, visit our website at lubbocksymphony.org. And be sure to download the Classical 105.7 app so you never miss an episode of Cliff Notes. Make it a great day.